everybody. Paul Stanley. Hey, look, today is the 2nd of July, Saturday's the 4th of July, and it's the day that we celebrate the independence of this nation. And I hope that you have studied a little bit about the history of this nation, how we came into being. And I say that because there's some things I want to share with you that may get me in trouble with some of you, and some of you may agree. Quite frankly, I'm going to say what I have to say. I just read today in the New York Times that the government there is going after people who are at a party and there's somebody that had developed COVID symptoms or tested positive, one or the other, and they sent tracers, as they call it, there to track the people down. Now they're starting to subpoena people because they won't tell the government who was at the party. And now, see, they're sending out trackers and they're going to find these people. It sounds to me like Gestapo tactics. And you may say, oh, Pastor, you're overreaching, this is too much. The one that's overreaching is the government. And when we look back at the history of this country, we have a history of times when people had to stand up against overreach of government. That's how this country got started. And I'm thinking about this Independence Day. You might say that I'm overthinking this, but this is how it starts, I think. They come in, and when the government comes in and tells you, you must tell me who was at your house, we're sending trackers to go find these people, and we will subpoena you if you don't tell me who was there, when there's no laws being broken. We have a problem. And people say, oh, you can't focus on those things. Because here's why I focus on it, for those that are listening. I don't think the government ever knows when to stop. And I really don't believe the government ever has the good of the people in mind when it does things. We have to be very careful in this country about allowing these kind of tactics to go down. Because it'll grow and grow and grow until all of a sudden we'll find ourselves in some kind of totalitarianistic government that's trying to control our lives, and it's going to infect the church and affect the church sooner or later. And I told someone today, they said I was thinking too much into it. I said, to me, it's like you got to stop smoking before you get cancer. You know, and this is kind of the same thing. So I want to encourage you. Again, I'm not trying to talk about doom and gloom or conspiracy theories, but start thinking about what's going on around you. A lot of things that are happening in this country right now, I think, are just distractions to keep us away from what's really happening around us. And again, I don't want to sound like one of those conspiracy guys. To some of you, I probably sound that way, but I'm not. I'm just concerned about the freedom of this country that we live in. I was in the military. I wrote the check, and signed the check in those days to defend what was right in this country. And what the government doing right now is not right. And if you think this has no place in the church, let me hip you to a group called the Black Robe Regiment back in the Revolutionary War times, and go read about them and tell me if clergy doesn't have a say about what's going on in the countries. Hey, God bless you. I hope you think deeper than just fireworks and hot dogs on Saturday. Think about the freedom that God has given us in this country. God bless you, man. We'll see you next time.